Hello everyone and welcome to my video on how to use the insert math function feature for discussion posts in Canvas. So let's just hop on into it. You'd use this anytime you're typing math into any Canvas discussion or really any part of Canvas at all. It works, I think, with comments, but maybe not. But anyway, to use it, you head to discussions. This is where we'll be using it. Head to the discussion you need to go to and start by hitting reply. If you need any help on how to do a discussion in general and what all your available tools are, we have another video for that. Check that out. But for this purpose, you can hit insert math equation right here if you need to type in math. So what that'll do is it'll bring up a little pop-up, and here are all of the tools you'll need to type math. So we'll just start going through it. Let's say you need to do a subscript. So that's like x sub 2, right? So you get that. Keyboard shortcut for that, if you want to be quick, is the underscore. So I'll show you x underscore 2, right? If you want a superscript, so that's like a power, you need x squared. You'll hit that. Perfect. And there is a keyboard shortcut for that as well. It's the caret, so shift 6, right? Cool. If you need a fraction, you can hit this fraction button and do like 2 over 3, right? You can navigate fractions with the arrow keys or by clicking the boxes if you want. That all works. There's a keyboard shortcut for that too. You'll probably find yourself using this a lot. Just hit, your numerator. Division, so it's the slash. There we go. 4 divided by 5, 4/5. Easy peasy. Going on, you have your square root. Click the square root. Put whatever you need to in there. Dunzos. There's the nth root, so if you need to say like the 5th root of 25, there you go. All right, you can click a box in the index that's called and the radicand. These are angled brackets. It looks funny, but they're angled brackets. So if you're doing a vector is when you do this, so you'd have like 2 comma 3, means you're going over 2 up 3, right? Here we have combinations. This will be useful for sometimes in stats you might cover it, or also in math for liberal arts you might go over this a couple times. But this is how you do a combination, and that's what that looks like. This here, I don't know. Don't worry about it. This here is an f, so that's just the fancy squiggle f you see when you see like f of x. That's how they'll write it. This here is a little tick. Sometimes they use it to say prime. Yeah, so if you have to do, let's say in calculus, you say the derivative of something is f prime of x. That's how you do it. Or if you're doing set theory, you could say a prime, right? And that's how you do that, right? Moving on. After that, you have your plus, minus, minus, plus, the flip version. You have your dot, which can be multiplication, or if you're doing something with vectors, it means something specific. Equals, times, division. This is an asterisk, which is just a general thing. And everything down here you probably won't find yourself using, except maybe a summation button there. All the rest of these little ribbons, all these rest of these little tabs in the top are kind of specific and you'd really only use if you needed to, so I'll just kind of leaf through them. Here's all your Greek letters. You might find yourself using theta, alpha, or beta, maybe summation again, or that's capital sigma. Pi is actually in here. That's probably the one you use the most if you need to. Although I believe pi, you can hit like backslash pi or slash pi or something like that. I don't know, but it's there. Operators, you probably won't use many of these unless you're doing set theory or logic. This is your and, your or, your union, your intersection. And that's about it for that one. Relationships, these are your greater thans, your less than, so you might find yourself using that. Congruent to, about equal to, here's your less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. This is your subgroup, right? Here's all that stuff, and if you ever need it, it's there. Here's your arrows. You probably won't use really any of these except for maybe like that one. That one means if then, or you can also use that one, same kind of thing. Or if and only if you're getting fancy with the double arrow. Delimitors, I don't think you use any of these, except maybe these 3, but these 3 are on your keyboard, so whatever. And then misc in here, I don't think you'll use anything in here really ever, except maybe this means perpendicular, if you want to be fancy. And here's the infinity symbol, if you need to talk about infinity. But that's about it. When you're done with your math masterpiece, you just hit insert equation, and it will paste in as a kind of image. So you won't be able to edit it once you're in, but it'll be there. And yeah, just to show you again, this little bit right here, this 2 comma 3, you can see it did come out as kind of angled brackets, we call them. So that's about it. I hope this was helpful. I hope you do well in your future endeavors, and good luck. Have a nice day.